Lake Wateree State Park is located in Winnsboro, South Carolina. Per the state park's website, Lake Wateree State Park boasts one boat ramp with 2 lanes, a in-water fueling pump, 100 paved campsites, 23 of which are waterfront, a state-of-the-art playground, a island loop trail, and 238 acres along the shores of Lake Wateree. Some of the to-do things recommended during your visit at Lake Wateree State Park include taking younger guests to the playground, birding, hiking, geocaching, fishing, and/or renting a canoe or kayak. Online, this park has a 4.7 rating, meaning that many people enjoy coming to Lake Wateree State Park. In fact, during our stay at Andrew Jackson State Park, we met a family who absolutely love Lake Wateree State Park and camp there often. That being said, some of the more negative comments involve cleanliness, the new camping area, and a lack of things to do. My family and I actually visited Lake Wateree State Park twice during 2024, once during the summer and once during the fall. During our summer trip, while we didn't camp at Lake Wateree State Park, we did drive around the campgrounds. As a tent camper, I can't say that any of the sites were overly impressive. However, I can say I would absolutely be devastated if I got a site in the newer camping area, as there are absolutely no shade trees. In addition, during our summer visit, we didn't rent a kayak or canoe, which are things that I always try to do when visiting a state park for the first time. The main reason we didn't do these things happened to be that we had already been camping for several weeks, and I was very tired by this point. However, I will say during our trip, besides noticing their nicer looking older camping area, the state park does offer some beautiful views of the lake. While I have not personally fished at Lake Wateree, I do believe Lake Wateree is a well-known fishing lake in the state, where people often catch many varieties of fish like brim, catfish, crappie, and bass. That being said, during our trip, we did make time for the hike. Lake Wateree State Park offers the 2.3-mile Des Portes Trail. This trail is rated as an easy hiking or biking trail. From the park's entrance off of the park road or from the parking area, this hike is short, level, and an easy out and back nature trail. Several spurred footpaths lead to scenic shorelines on this quiet, shady peninsula. Online, it states while on this trail, you should watch for a variety of snakes and other wildlife, including great blue herons, woodpeckers, and songbirds. A short loop at the end of the trail turns you back to retrace your steps. From what I remember about this trail, it was very nice. However, it is swampy in some areas, so I stayed paranoid about snakes and possible alligators. Oh, that's an old school bobber. Look, there's another old-timey bobber.
We both got bobs now.
Did I get it? No. It's right here. Carl, come on before alligator eats you.
What's that?
Don't touch it. It looks like fireworks in a bird box. I don't know. All right, come on. All right, let's go to the right because we already took one right. First problem. We've come to another crossroads, but I feel like I remember passing that. But because I see water, it makes me think that this is not the way.
No! No!
All right, come on.
No!
I can see something over there. It looks like a bathhouse. We did go this way because I remember those tires. So that's a good thing. But if it wasn't for the tires, I wouldn't really know. Yeah, we just passed some of Carl's chips. There's the sign. After our hike, like always, I took the kids to the camp store for some ice cream. It was during this time, while approaching the camp store, that we noticed all of the mayflies. While they didn't bother us on our hike, they were absolutely everywhere near the lake. In fact, after getting on our swimming clothes, we could hardly make it to one of the park's nice family swings facing the lake. Of course, being the hottest part of the summer, my kids were really excited about swimming. While exploring all of our South Carolina state parks this year, we actually swam in a lot of places that made me uncomfortable. But none made me more uncomfortable than Lake Wateree State Park. This is because the lake swimming area was not much of a swimming area. Besides that, there were slippery clay slopes that led to the lake water, and the water had many tall weeds in it, which made me very paranoid. What made matters worse was when the little boy we were swimming near told me not to worry, all of the snakes were in the weeds, which didn't calm me because we were surrounded by them, which didn't calm me because we were surrounded by weeds. It didn't take long, and I decided to get the boys out and to take them to the playground, which online is said to be state of the art, but truly just appears as a normal play area. During this time, my boys noticed a large group of kids playing on a giant float that had a trampoline in the middle. We actually ended up walking over to this group, and it happened to be a church group. They were so kind and allowed my boys to play on their trampoline. Of course, when we left, my curiosity couldn't take it anymore, and I had to Google if Lake Wateree does have alligators. I figured it did because it's so close to Columbia, and I was right. Lake Wateree is home to alligators, though they usually stay in the river area. However, in 2023, 31 alligators were found in Lake Wateree. Originally, we had a camping trip planned for Hamilton Branch during their Halloween event. However, Hurricane Helene ruined those plans due to the damage it caused throughout the upstate. After receiving our refund, I went to work looking for a place for us to camp. Upon calling Lake Wateree State Park, I was informed that they pretty much book up a year in advance for their Halloween event. So I ended up booking a site at the Sesquicentennial State Park, which happened to be my kids' favorite state park that we went to this summer. And it's only around a 45-minute drive to Lake Wateree State Park. During our fall trip, while we didn't get to bike, fish, or kayak, this visit really improved my opinion on the park. Their Halloween event is almost an entire day event from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. During the event, the park offers free crafts, games, a scavenger hunt, a costume contest, and of course, trick-or-treating. We tried to do everything this event offered. And while we were disappointed we didn't win the group costume contest, we did win the scavenger hunt raffle. I really enjoyed walking down the trails that were decorated and seeing all of the skeleton park rangers throughout the park. She's going through this so the judges can see her. That's the cutest.
And the fun facts about Alex, he's cool.
Some cost.
Caden is going as Josh Allen, the Bills football player. Fun fact about Caden, he is the best driver ever. Gabriella is Wednesday from the Addams Family, and she loves watching the show Wednesday.
He's got a, is that called a gully suit?
For the 3 age group, but this one's too good to pass up. This is a book that her homemade costume came from.
I know it.
She made a character costume.
Yep.
Ooh. Fun fact, her wings are self-made.
Ooh. Yeah. They made the mask.
I sent you this picture. Look at this one. Well, took it.
Yay, Caitlin! Yay! It made the trip worth it. You won.
Okay. Let's win.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the eyes and do the alien.
course, my kids had a fabulous time trick-or-treating and are still 3 days later eating candy. So, will we ever go back to Lake Wateree State Park? Well, not for the Halloween event. While we really had a great time and we want to continue camping for this holiday, there are just way too many campgrounds that do a trick-or-treat event that we really want to visit, though Lake Wateree State Park may offer the biggest. That being said, when my boys are older, we may come back to do a fishing, biking, and kayaking trip, but not swimming. We may even choose to do a camping trip at Lake Wateree State Park so we can explore the Winnsboro area or go to a nearby festival in the future. So, have you ever been to Lake Wateree State Park? What did you think? Where is your favorite place to camp during spooky season? I hope that you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, and as always, thanks for watching.